I remember the exact moment everything shattered. Right there in the middle of my sister-in-law's packed birthday party in Houston, surrounded by clinking glasses, loud music, and smiling relatives. My wife, Danielle, froze when a woman from across the room screamed, "That's him! That's the man from the hotel video with your wife." Everyone turned toward me. My hand was still wrapped around my drink, but my world had already started slipping. Danielle's face went pale as she rushed forward whispering, "Don't listen to them, he's just a client, I swear." But then my phone buzzed, an unknown number sending me a link I should have never opened. And when I did, I saw her, my wife, in Las Vegas, with a man she swore was just business. The same man standing in this room tonight. And that's when I realized the truth wasn't just betrayal, it was organized. But what I didn't understand yet was how deep this went, or who was about to lose everything. If you love a good twist, hit that subscribe button. Tell us your location and if it's day or night there. Dark stories feel different in the dark. I walked out of that party without another word, my ears ringing, my chest burning like it had been cracked open. Danielle followed me into the driveway, heels clicking on concrete, still insisting I was misunderstanding everything. "He's a client from Atlanta, I swear, it's just business meetings," she kept repeating, her voice sharper now, defensive. But I wasn't listening anymore. I was watching the video again. The hotel lobby in Las Vegas. Her hand on his shoulder like she belonged there. Like I didn't exist. Behind her, the man smiling, too familiar, too comfortable. A family friend I trusted for years. My stomach dropped when I realized she didn't even know I'd already saved it. That's when I decided I wasn't going to confront her. Not yet. I was going to build something she couldn't lie her way out of. The next morning, I called a friend in Houston who worked in corporate compliance. I gave him the name of Danielle's client. Within hours, I had something worse than cheating. I had a paper trail. Fake invoices. Shell consulting contracts. And a social media account they thought was private, filled with Vegas trips disguised as business conferences. Every message I read felt like a new punch to the ribs. But the worst part, my name was still on half of her financial accounts. She hadn't just betrayed me emotionally, she'd tied me to the fallout. I sat in my office staring at the screen, breathing slow, controlled. That's when I said it out loud for the first time, "She doesn't get to walk away clean from this." And the moment I said it, I knew I'd already crossed a line I couldn't come back from. That night, I went to the family dinner like nothing was wrong. Danielle was already there, laughing too loud, acting perfect. She kissed me on the cheek like she hadn't destroyed me 24 hours earlier. I smiled back, played my role, watched her carefully, watched him too, sitting across the table like he owned the room. The same man from Vegas. The same man from the video. No one else seemed to notice the tension except me. Every fork scrape sounded like a countdown. Danielle leaned over and whispered, "Please don't ruin this tonight." I almost laughed. Ruin? I was already past that. I just nodded slowly and said, "Of course not." And that's when I realized she still thought she was in control. 2 days later, I traveled to Atlanta under the excuse of work. I met with the compliance team in person and handed over everything: emails, screenshots, financial trails. By the time I left that building, her client wasn't a client anymore. He was under internal investigation for fraud, and Danielle's name was now attached to multiple flagged transactions. But I still didn't move. Not yet. I needed her to believe she was safe. So I came home smiling, kissed her like nothing had changed, and listened to her talk about expanding her consulting business in Las Vegas. She didn't see it, the way I looked at her differently now. Like a countdown had already started. And she still didn't know the worst part wasn't losing her secret. It was losing control of the story. The breaking point came on a Friday night when a leaked video hit social media. Someone anonymous uploaded it, Danielle and him at a Vegas rooftop party, laughing, too close, too obvious. Within hours, it spread through our entire family group chat. Calls started pouring in. Her mother. My brother. Her business partners. Panic erupted in real time. Danielle kept screaming it was edited, that someone was sabotaging her. But I just sat there, watching her unravel. Quiet. Still. And when she turned to me, begging me to say something, I finally spoke. I already did. The room went silent. Everyone was watching. Her career collapsed within a week. Contracts terminated. Clients vanished. Reputation gone. And the man she swore was just a client disappeared into investigations he couldn't explain his way out of. Danielle tried to save us after that, crying, apologizing, rewriting history, but I was already gone emotionally. I had stopped reacting. Stopped feeling. I moved out quietly, piece by piece, like erasing a life that never belonged to me. The final time I saw her was in an empty apartment, where she asked if we could fix it. I looked at her for a long moment and said, "You didn't just cheat. You built a lie and expected me to live in it." She broke down right there. I didn't. Months later, I heard she left Houston. Moved somewhere smaller. Disappeared from the circles she once chased so desperately. As for me, I rebuilt everything she tried to drag down with her. New city. New life. No shadows. No lies. Just silence where chaos used to live. And sometimes, late at night, I still hear her voice in my memory saying, "He's just a client." But I know exactly what he was. A mistake she thought I'd never uncover. The end.